Hello everyone, it's Nash Rathbone here. GearBest have sent me this little mini pry bar to play with, and I thought you guys might be interested and like to pop over and have a look at it too. It is the FURA paracord crowbar, as they call it on GearBest. It's a mini pry bar really, I guess. They do this one. And they also do what they call the FURA crowbar nail puller, which is basically the same thing without the paracord on it, and it just comes with a little key ring. And they say that one is made from 440 stainless, so I don't see any reason why this one shouldn't be made from the same materials. You can get this one at the moment for £1.21 or $1.48. The other crowbar, and I'll put a picture here for you to have a look at, retails for £1.12 or $1.37. So there's not a lot in it. I mean, if you want one with the paracord on it, then you can have paracord, or you can have the keyring and hang it on you with your car keys. As I say, the other one they call the FURA crowbar nail puller, because it's got a little nail puller notch in it. This one's got exactly the same thing, so it'll be I think it'll be exactly the same bar with or without the paracord on it. Anyway, let's take a closer look at it, shall we, guys? Right, and as I'm sure you can see, this has been very highly polished. It's a very nice finish to it for something that's so cheap, as it were. And you can see it's got a little bow in it there for prying. This here is where your the nail puller will be, but as you can see the paracord goes through it on this particular one. Mine came in the black paracord, but there are several other colours available, although GearBest will send you out whichever one they want to send out. They sent me the black one, so it's quite nicely finished then. As for dimensions, I measured it at 77mm long. That's the bar itself, it doesn't include the paracord. It is 12mm wide, that's the stainless, or 17mm at the paracord. The stock on this thing is 2.5mm thick, going up to 11mm thick with the paracord. How much does it weigh, I wonder? Let's pop him on the scales. That's 3/4 of an ounce or 19 grams, so basically next to nothing. So what are the advantages of carrying a little pry bar about with you in your EDC kit? Well, let's just take a look at this this old knife here. Now this knife is another one I found while I was going through my late father's stuff. This one, as you can see, hopefully, the tip of the blade here is well and truly bent. It's a bit of a mess actually. Let's take a closer look at that, shall we? Okay, so the tip on this thing has been pretty abused by the look of it. Have a look. Look at that. Quite bent up. The tip is bent. The blade is bent just here as well. Because he's obviously used this for something he shouldn't have done. You know, doing a bit of prying with it. You shouldn't really be prying with your knife. And just out of interest, where is this thing? Who's the maker of this thing? Well, I think this is made by a company called William Rogers, possibly of Sheffield. You can't really read that very well, but I think that's what it says on there, William Rogers. This knife is probably, maybe Dad bought this back in the late 40s, early 50s. It's quite an old knife now. Okay, so you can use it for prying, which is better than using your the point of your blade. Well, what else can we do with it? Well, do you know what? I'm going to take it down into the workshop and see exactly what else I can do with it. You can come along if you want, guys. Alright guys, so here we are down in my workshop. I'm glad you could come along. Let's have a look. So we've got the mini pry bar here. We've got this chunk of wood, and we've got some screws and some nails. So I think what we'll do is first we'll try its prying credentials, shall we? Alrighty. So this nail head here is actually one of these. How long is it compared with the mini pry bar? Right, in. See if we can get it out then. This might take a bit of effort, but here it comes. If you if we was to take the paracord off, you could actually use this the nail extractor, which would make life a lot easier. But all the same, it's coming out. Hang on a minute. What do we need? A little bit of wood, I think. Let's try a little bit of wood here. There we go. It's gone on the floor, but it's come out. So it's fetched this nail out, and this nail is how long exactly? 2 inch. It's a 2-inch nail. Fetch that out quite nicely. What else can we do with it then? Do you think it would be any good for screw driving? Well, we'll give it a go. I think we'll start with this little slot-headed driver here. I always say that, slot-headed screw here. Make a hole in the wood just there. Pop it in. Let's see what we can do. Yep, it's going in there. So it's quite good for if you needed to. Popping a screw in by the looks of it. Come on, there we go. It's quite easy actually. Right, let's try a little Phillips head screw. Make another hole. Pop it in. It should, and it does. It sits into the Phillips head quite nicely there actually. There we go. Piece of cake, looks quite good. You can see I can make very easy progress with this. Oh, I think we ought to step it up a gear. Got some larger screws here. Right, let's try the large slot. Make a hole. In it goes. It's tackling this one quite well as well. Oops, there we go. So if you didn't have a screwdriver with you and you wanted to tighten a screw up, or put a screw in, or even take a screw out, it's good for that too. Now what about that large Phillips here? Because that's quite a largish one compared with the head of the pry bar. Look, make a hole, in it goes. Yeah, a really useful little tool. Look, something you can carry with you quite easily. Not bad at all then. Obviously it's going to be a bit more of a struggle than a proper screwdriver, but there it goes, it's in there. Right, let's get it back up to the studio and see if we've done any damage to the head of the thing then. Okay, here we are back in the studio. Let's take a closer look and see if we managed to damage the head of this thing. Right in. Not a mark on it anywhere. That's pretty good for something that costs £1 and a bit, or $1 and $1.50 or whatever it is. That's not bad at all, really. Not a mark on it anywhere. Nice. So there you have it then, guys. The FURA paracord crowbar, or as I like to call it, the little mini pry bar. Certainly better than using the tip of your knife anyway, as we've seen here. It's quite a nice little item. As I believe it's 440 stainless steel. It's quite hard. You can see we gave it some tough tasks down in the workshop there, and it hasn't marked it at all. So that's quite good. Not bad at all then. Thank you to GearBest for sending it in for us to play with. Okay guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. I enjoyed bringing it to you again. If you did, please consider subscribing. That will help the channel out. Thank you very much. When you do so, don't forget to press the little bell here. And that will give you the option of updates as to new videos when I put new videos out. You can also follow me on Instagram too. I'm there, and stuff like this, as soon as it comes through the door basically, as long as I'm not having me tea, I usually post it up there. Those of you who do follow me on Instagram have already seen this with the other bits of kit that GearBest sent in on the same day. You can also follow me on Patreon as well. That is, I'm hoping some of you guys might like to subscribe up there to help the channel along a little bit, because it is I know it's free for you guys to watch, but it's very time and money consuming to make these videos, unless of course GearBest send me stuff in like this. Alright then guys, well thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you've got any questions or comments on this little fellow, please leave them below and I will try to get back to you. Alright then guys, I'll catch you next time back at Rathbone Manor for another review. Mind how you go, and I will see you then. Bye!
Ruff.